So now we came to discuss about Hajj, alright? Everyone knows about Hajj, pretty much everybody knows. It's the pillar, one of the pillar of Islam, yeah? We count it as the fifth pillar of Islam, isn't it? And in some narration of the hadith, it is the fourth one, and in some narration, it is the fifth one. Well, they come at the end of the five pillars of Islam because they are related to your wealth. If you are wealthy enough, if you have got enough money, only then you make journey to Hajj, isn't it? And you see, all the manasik or all the activities of Hajj are related to only Baytullah, meaning Kaaba, and related to some places inside Makkah. It is only in the Makkah. So everything, whatever you do for Hajj and Umrah, are you listening, guys? Whatever we do for Hajj and Umrah, it is related to Makkah, not Medina. Alright? Are you listening? But we go to Medina because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one narration, he said, "Man zara qabri faqad wajabat alayhi shafa'a." Or kama qala alayhi wasallam. He said, whoever visits my grave, then shafa'a, meaning the intercession for that person, becomes compulsory on me. You understand intercession, yeah?
Yeah.
Talking behalf of someone is called intercession. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will talk on behalf of us on Yawmul Qiyamah, isn't it? So if you have any problem, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going to talk on behalf of you. Do you understand? So if you can go, when you go Hajj or Umrah, for Hajj or Umrah, you must make a visit to Medina, isn't it? So then you say, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu wassalatu alayka ya Rasulullah, when you visit his grave, isn't it? So then you will be listed into those people, amongst those people who visited Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's grave, right? Now we are coming to the main topic, Hajj. One of the important pillar of Islam. It becomes farad or you can say compulsory, mandatory on someone who has got enough wealth. Okay, and by this enough wealth, what does that mean? A person can be wealthy enough to give zakat, but sometimes he is not wealthy enough to go for Hajj. Okay, are you listening? So for the nisab of zakat, nisab meaning the criteria, when it becomes for us, is when someone has 7.5 of a tola. Tola is a measurement, right? 7.5 of a bori is another kind of measurement. 7.5 of a bori gold, or equivalent to that amount, equivalent to that gold, if he has got that much money in his savings, okay, for one Islamic year, then he has to pay the zakat. He has to pay, and zakat is only 2.5% of the whole wealth, isn't it? But for Hajj, it is beyond than those limits. Do you understand? If someone has got only that much amount, nowadays he can't go to Hajj. He can't go to Hajj because I just heard somebody is going to Hajj by spending £11,000, 11,500. So it's like, you understand what I mean? So if that same person had even £2,000 in his, or less than even £2,000 in his savings for one full Islamic year, he's gonna have to definitely pay. He will definitely pay the zakat. Do you understand? Upon these savings, all right. But about Hajj, he can't go up until he has that much amount, which can make him go to the Makkah safely and return from the Makkah, while his family in his home country has got sufficient everything to provide themselves. Did you get that? So let's say me, I'm the main earner of my house, okay, the one who is earning. If I want to go, I have to have enough sufficient amount of money which can provide my family while I'm not present there, and which will provide me while I'm there, and whatever I will be doing, my hotel cost, my flight, my everything, yeah. If everything is, inside my budget, yeah, including my family expenses while I'm not there, then for Hajj is wajib on me. Hajj is wajib on me. But if it is something like, look, I have got enough money, okay, let's say 10,000, but I'm sure if I book my flight, I will be struggling a little bit. I will be struggling a little bit family-wise, meaning my family will struggle. Then in that case, Hajj becomes wajib. Hajj becomes wajib, but I can delay. I can delay another year if I want to, because I'm not comfortable yet. Do you understand? But if you keep doing that in your whole life, like, okay, I'm not going to do this year, maybe next year, then next year you became more rich, but still your demand, your everything becomes more, higher, isn't it? Like, let's say you used to wear 40 pounds shoes. Later on, after 5 months, you try to buy 50 pounds one, 60 pounds one, isn't it? So your demand gets extended, right? Now, next year, let's say you had 10,000 last year, but this year you had 12,000. Still you're thinking, oh, no, I'm not comfortable with. This is wrong. This is not right. You have to go this time. Did you get that? Because you have to compare this year with the last year. Because last year, you said it wasn't comfortable for you. That's why you didn't make journeys. But this year, Allah gave you another 2,000 advance, isn't it? So that's basically Allah made your way. Allah made your way to go to Hajj, right? Now there is one hadith. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, this hadith was collected by Imam Bukhari, Imam Muslim, both of them. So he said, whoever has got enough money, and after having that, he didn't go for Hajj, then he dies as a Yahudi or a Christian. So Yahudi, I understand Yahudi, meaning that like a Jewish and Christian. So that means if someone has got enough money in his life and didn't go for Hajj, then he will die like a kafir. Like a kafir. Because it is one of the pillars of Islam. Do you understand? You remember, these two pillars, Hajj and Zakat, are not something which the very poor people, those people who are really poor, they don't have to observe those two. I mean, they do not have to offer those two pillars of Islam. Do you understand? A beggar in Bangladesh who always asks for money, a very poor man in Bangladesh or in any country who struggles to feed his family, does he have to go for Hajj or think about paying zakat? Of course not. If he dies in that state, he's proper Muslim. If he's following other three, which is the Shahada, he has full faith in Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and hereafter and all those 7 basic beliefs, right? And if he's praying 5 times Salah regularly, if he's doing Sawm of Ramadan regularly, he's gonna go to Jannah, definitely. But once he becomes rich, he has got 2 more things with him. What is it?
Zakat.
Hajj and Zakat and Hajj. Now, let's say someone stayed up to Zakat, meaning like he had Nisab equivalent wealth, Nisab meaning the criteria which makes you pay the Zakat, right? He has got Nisab equivalent wealth, but he hasn't got that much money to go there, to go for Hajj. Did you get that? Because nowadays, Hajj is so costly. I mean, you must have at least 11,000 in your account to go a safe journey, to make a safe journey. Do you understand? So if someone doesn't have that much money, he doesn't have to go. Do you understand? If he dies in that state, Allah knows that he wasn't capable of going there. Do you understand? So Allah will forgive him. But now if someone has got like 50,000, 15,000, majority of the time, those property, those people who are involved in the property business, they've got lots of money. Do you understand? Their income is, majority of them, if they don't do anything dodgy, then it's completely halal. Do you understand? I mean, if they already bought the property, if they are not involved with interest, then it is halal, isn't it? So if they've got enough money into their account and still they are delaying, and if they die in that state, then according to that hadith which I just mentioned, they are gonna die as a non-Muslim. They're gonna die as a non-Muslim. So we have to be careful about Hajj. Okay. Now there is a question. Some people ask that question to us, like, why did Allah make that visit compulsory on people? It's just, visiting a place, isn't it? It is. They say, look, it doesn't sound logical. Do you understand? Because you are going to Kaaba, around the Kaaba, you are doing 7 tawaf, which is circulation. You're going around the Kaaba 7 times, isn't it? And also running between the Safa and Marwa, 2 mountains, and also staying Wukuf al-Arafah, meaning staying in the Arafah, the field of Arafah, which is close to Makkah anyway, and then staying in Mina as well. Mina is another place. Those are few things in Hajj, and for Umrah it's only the Tawaf and Sa'i bain al-Marwa, Safa wal Marwa, and 2 rakah Salah. That's it, isn't it? So they say, why is it something like, why do we have to do that? Because it doesn't sound quite like, it's like you're just visiting these places. Are you listening? The answer is Allah. The answer is very, very simple. It's just an order of Allah. There are lots of things our brain will not comprehend, will not understand, will not cover everything. Do you understand? There are lots of things beyond our brain's power. Do you understand? Like, for example, We do believe in angels. Has anyone ever witnessed a live angel? Of course not. Of course not. Similarly, jinns are there, but we can never witness jinns. Similarly, the wind, even if you just think about wind, when it is windy, you can feel it is windy. But can you say, oh, today, I saw that much wind, yeah, gushing into my window, yeah? You understand? Can you say that? Of course not. So it is invisible, but it is still, the body is there. That thing has a body. So everything doesn't need a logic. Everything doesn't need a logic. Remember this, believing in Allah and all the matters of Islam doesn't require a logic. But if someone doesn't want to understand and needs a logic, we can always provide a logic. Do you understand? Now here you come with the logic. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted us to follow the route of Ibrahim alayhi salam. The route of Ibrahim alayhi salam. You know, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was one of the beloved Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah? Allah loved Ibrahim alayhi salam so much that He called him Khalili, my friend. Although Allah doesn't need a friend. Does Allah need a friend? No. Of course Allah doesn't need a friend. But just to show us that He loves him so much, and Ibrahim also loves Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so much, isn't it? And for that reason he was ready to give his son Qurbani. You know, Qurbani meaning slaughtering, isn't it? In Arabic we say Udhiyya. Yeah? He was about to kill him, isn't it? Why? Because